Good. Oh my god, my overlay didn't work again. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. Hold on. Oh, I literally just checked it. So, I want to see. Let me try the starting soon and come back. Are you working now? Nope. Okay. Nope. Still not working. I don't know what's going on, guys. It's being stupid. Hold on. Let me go and figure out what's going on here. And then we can start reading through some things, talking about some stuff and some people. Yeah. Boop. Let me just do this. I don't know why when I go live, it's just doing that now. So. We just not going to work. You know what? Let's go to this overlay, which isn't really an overlay. It's just how I do my regular videos. I'm just trying to get you guys with the dog cam. There we go. Well, it's not playing, but it is there. What is going on, everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Habitual Line Crosser, and today, I don't know. I did record my next USA versus the World. That should be coming soon. Mail call went live today on Pepperbox. Should be live here tomorrow. I'm just busy. Hope all is well. Hello, everyone. How is Sean Fryan doing today? I'm okay. I'm just tired. Honestly, I'm exhausted. But if I can make it to these Friday things, I try and always make it. Hibachi line crossed. I do cross some hibachi lines. Do I not have any mods in chat? Oh, Wolfram's here. Wolfram. Let me see. HLC, I was tweaking for a vid this week. Call me the kid. Starting a new job on Monday, and I ordered one of your patches for my work bag. Hell yeah. Oh, I don't have the horn set up yet. All I have is that other sound. Happy Anzac Day. Yes, it is Anzac Day, which I don't even fully know what that is. I know it's a huge deal in Australia. It's like Australia, something, New Zealand, America. Like, it's like a big military thing. I don't even know. Big H is here. Bullshit. Who? There's no way. Also, I don't know if it's his real Twitter. I mean, it is verified, and he has 12 million followers, but John Cena follows me. At least a Twitter account that has 12.6 million followers follows me. I don't know. Jim Rat HLC in the house. I'm trying, man. This is the thing. I'm getting stronger. I don't really care about like being thin. I do want to be strong and powerful, and you can tell the difference between a big guy who's strong, like just by looking at them, you can tell the difference. There's a strong big guy, there's certain key indicators that stick out, and then there are big guys who just don't work out at all. They're kind of like a skinny fat. They have like little bitty arms, little bitty legs, and they got a beer belly. Those are like the skinny fat dudes, and I'm trying to avoid skinny fat. I don't mind being big. Like, that doesn't bother me. Could be real. I don't know. I mean, that would be super cool if John Cena watched my videos. I think that's hilarious. Now, I know that people have their issues with him. I guess I remember vaguely learning something about how he like apologized to the Chinese Communist Party. And what I can say is and granted, this is a lot smaller for me. I personally have been offered, I'm not going to say who exactly, was working with a certain country for creators to go over there and like showcase their military equipment and how they handle things. And I'll be honest with you, I don't want my checks written by any country. It just doesn't sit well with me. I mean, Uncle Sam, yeah, I'm Team USA all day, but other countries, doesn't vibe with me. Now, I'm not saying he did it for money. It could be pressure from the outside. Like, my wife is a diehard BTS fan. It's this K-pop boy band. Their music it's not half bad, right? Like, it really isn't. It's not terrible. And people were pressuring them. They were like, why are they not speaking about Gaza or not speaking about Iran and stuff like that? And this is the thing. It's not their place. Just like it's not my place. Like, My only goal for you guys, I will never tell you what to think. I will always tell you to think. And I try and come at you with facts and information, and I'm humble enough to realize that I'm not right about everything all the time. And I think it's really interesting for people in those positions. They don't, when people are telling them to do stuff like that, they don't want their opinion. They want their own opinion used off of their platform. Hi, Nox. Hi, Nox. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning we'll remember them. That's rather profound. What is that from? I'm not saying that you're not capable of writing something like that. It just sounds like it's a quote from something. I'm unfamiliar with that. Fritz, really? Okay, you guys both showed up in here. Fritz, you just threw yourself off of my chair and fell. And he grabbed his snack and ran out. But Nox will hang out most of the time. Love that you included Canardians into the lore. It's time to scribble that on Canada's map and keep up with the good times. People said it enough. I don't know who exactly said it first, but I was like, it's a pretty good joke. It's a pretty funny joke. I can use that. Raven, what's going on? Just like the F-22 Raptor, you can't see him. Yeah, no one knows where the fuck I am. You're in the hangar. Not that hard to figure out, kid. Fuck you, nerd. I'll unplug your ones and zeros, you fucking baby back computer bitch. Good morning, Dave. Who cares? All right, I don't know. That's the best I'm gonna. That's on the fly. If he made it up himself, he is a poet. Very true. Hey man, been watching for a while. Love the vids. You should look into the soldier who is facing criminal charges for betting on the Maduro operation. I'm glad you brought that up. I've looked into it a little bit, and this is the thing. I'm kind of polarized on it. Okay, because on the one hand, I am a huge advocate for operational security. Now, a one and done, not a big deal. But if soldiers start in extreme circumstances, throwing a battle so that they could win money, that I see the risk there, right? I see the associated threat. That makes perfect sense. However, the current FBI and Department of Justice pretty much the administration in general ran on the publication of the Epstein files. No one in the U.S. has been arrested over that. The United Kingdom, beans on toast, arrested somebody, and their moral compass is just royally fucked up. They arrested Prince Andrew. Granted, former Prince Andrew. They're doing something about it. Now, I also understand that when reading those things, a lot of it, and if not all of it, is hearsay in a legal sense, right? Everyone is due their day in court. I could say that so-and-so, the fat electrician, eats babies in his spare time. But it's all hearsay until, factual, non-circumstantial evidence comes to fruition. What bothers me is that we spend all this time, effort, and money prosecuting this service member who, really just used a loophole, rather than a lot of the insider trading in Washington. But they're very good about covering their ass when it comes to insider trading. Like, they themselves, if they're on a committee, won't buy and sell the stock, but they'll let their homies know who are not on the committee that they can buy and sell those stock. It bothers me. So I'm kind of polarized on it. On one side, yeah, what he did was wrong. I totally agree with that and could potentially endanger the lives of service members. Totally agree. On the other hand, is it really that big a fucking deal? Like, maybe chew him out, give him a GOMAR, general letter of reprimand, fucking, put a new policy in place that soldiers cannot bet on military operations or anything to do with United States military. That's fine. I get that. But like doing a whole show of making an arrest and having a fucking press conference about it, just doesn't sit well with me. Just doesn't sit well. He bet on himself and the team to be successful in their operation. Under the jail with him? I don't think so. I mean, now, I'm not a lawyer, right? But it's illegal for professional athletes to bet on or against their own team. It's illegal, at least as far as I know. Now, doing that with lives, completely different ball game. I understand, but that's the best parallel I can draw. Is it wrong? 100%. But I think that there are significantly larger things that our Department of Justice and the FBI need to be focusing on. Like that one group funding the KKK. This is the thing. Follow the money, man. You want to know what's going on in the world, follow the money. Don't listen to what people tell you. And I hate that it's that accurate. I really hate that it's that fucking accurate. I hate it. But this is the truth. India buys from all of our fucking adversaries. You know why we don't have an issue with it? Number one export into the United States, pharmaceuticals. Bernie Sanders was all against millionaires until he became one. And now he's against billionaires. Like, dude, just follow the money. I hate that it's so accurate. God. But anyways, that's a great thing that you brought up. I'm glad you brought it up. I really am. Oh my God. Love the 22. Thank you for all the work you do. Also, where's the dogs? Knox is in here. You see this dude? On camera, there is a perfectly fine his size bed, and you see him back there. Dude, the Chimp Civil War mind buffed me this morning. Dude, I think it really, like, aside from it being, just terrible, but I think that that's an important discovery scientifically. Because as far as I am aware, there was no other species in history that waged all-out war aside from humans. Like, yes, a lion would take over a pride, kill all the babies, impregnate all the women. Like, that happens, but I wouldn't constitute that a war. But going to straight war, bro, that's wild. It's a wild time. I once got to witness a bomber dropping mines for an exercise at the time. I thought it looked like it was taking a deuce one by one in the ocean. Grandpa Buff just added character to that thought. Wait, has Grandpa Buff ever dropped mines? Is weapons in here? He knows stuff about that. I don't know everything. I did link up. There's an Instagram creator. She goes by like the Hellcat mechanic or something like that, meaning the F6F. But she posted a video about the F4U Corsair, and she was working on the Corsair, and I'd never seen her before. And a couple of people tagged me because they know that I love the Corsair, and I straight up commented, I was like, the Corsair is my favorite plane, without question. And so I followed her because I like her content, right? Like she was doing stuff about planes. It's super cool. And she messaged me and she's like, hey, I work on the Corsair. If you ever want to come and like check it out and like climb inside the plane and learn about it, I would love to have you. And I'm like, fuck yes. So now I just want to try and iron out the details, see what all she can show us, and maybe do a habitually fat video. Corsair is a single seater, so I can't go up in that one, but maybe they got something that's not a single seater. Hopefully Mrs. Linecrosser didn't hear that. Fire ants and bullet ants. Ants and termites do... Oh, ants and termites do war. I did not know that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Ross Webb, thank you so much. Can we get a compilation of the kid and the 35? The amount of work... You know what? I might put an editor on that. Just be like, dig through. Get me the best you can. And it'll take him hours and it'll cost me way too much, but I wouldn't be against it. Grandpa Buff will retire after your grandkids are born. Add another grandkid to that after your grandkids are fucking dead. At the end of existence, it's literally going to be me, the B-52, cockroaches, and Keith Richards. That's it. For missiletism, the AIM-174B, capable of intercepting low radar aircraft, also canards are trans. Yes, I'm familiar with the AIM-174. It's called the Gunsmoke. I can't remember exactly like the layman's terms for it, but yeah, they took a SM-6, took off the secondary, because I think it's a 2-stage for the SM-6, and made it a little bit shorter and strapped it to the bottom of an F-18, which I've seen they've strapped 4 of them to the bottom of an F-18, which on the one hand, I say why? On the other hand, yes. What's that, dear? Who, text who? Oh, he's waiting on stuff for me. I sent that to him already. Hold on. Okay. Sorry guys, I gotta handle something real quick. I think it's in another chat. Hold on. Sorry guys, I'm not reading anything right now. Okay, I can't find it, so I'll just have to do it again. Hang on. I gotta send him my driver's license number for access to a certain location for habitually fat. So, we're trying to get the habitually fat train going again, guys. I promise you. Okay, hey, I'm getting scorned by everybody. I like how you changed the hand knife. The hand knife. The hand knife. What do you mean? Knife hand? I didn't change anything. Hot dog water or hot dog water, which is it? I would say hot dog is a single word. You play video games past 18? I do. I play video games past 18. I was playing Poketopia here for like, I don't know, 30 minutes before I went live because I've quite literally got up this morning and been running nonstop. Have I heard about Bellum? I feel like it's a game right up your alley. Bellum. No, I haven't heard of Bellum. The next one I was looking into is Windrose. I haven't heard of Bellum. I can take a look. Yeah, Windrose looks like it's a lot of fun. I like PvE games, man. So I think Windrose is right up my alley, but also Enshrouded, which is one of my favorite survival games, just had a huge update with a whole bunch of new stuff. I've been playing the shit out of Roadcraft because they have a new DLC. It just never ends, man. Exo 1 is dope. Exo 1 is it out? It was on my wish list. Hold on, I think. Let me go to my wish list. Pull that up. That's the one that's a lot like what was that game? Oh my god, we were abandoned by the devs because they just suck. No, that's EV2. It's like Anthem. EV2 is like Anthem. I mean, and it's on my thing. If you guys want to know, I can't show it to you because I don't have an overlay for it, but this is what my wish list consists of. Okay, for those of you who want to know, Solar Punk. I like survival games. Arc 2. Atmosphar. Atmosphar, they have a demo out right now. Not really impressed with the demo, but maybe that one will be there. Light No Fire from the devs of No Man's Sky. It's a planet-sized map. Like that sounds like so much fun. Canyons, which is a looter shooter. I don't know why I grabbed that one. Over the Hill, just a simple driving game. Stars Reach, that's an MMORPG, but it also has a base building thing to it. I have Occupy Mars, the game, and they just put in multiplayer. Its reviews are mixed, so I'm kind of waiting on that one. Space Engineers 2, I just don't have the time. Diesel Knights, I'm a huge Titanfall fan. Waiting for that one to drop out. Myco Punk, I could probably take that off. That one's like a Borderlands thing. Guardians of the Wild Sky. Under a Rock, both of them survival games. Derelicts, which is another like survival horror game. Railborn, another survival game. Voyagers of Nera, survival. Subnautica 2, waiting on that one. Undefeated Genesis, every once in a while. So superhero games are kind of an underrepresented genre right now. And some of them, like there's one called 9 Days that I play every once in a great while. It's kind of cool. You can like take a chunk out of a planet. It's pretty cool. Vane, but I think that one is still in early access. I haven't really looked at that one. EV2, Fable, the next Fable coming out. Chained Wheels, if I had someone to play with, I'd probably play it, but I just know none of my friends have it right now. Main sequence, they have we're almost to the bottom. They have a demo, really difficult to play. It's not very intuitive, the whole building in that one. Halo campaign evolved because for those of us who were Xbox and Microsoft guys for the longest time, look, when we as the Microsoft group were brought into Helldivers 2 to help out the PlayStation guys, so too will we be there to guide our PlayStation brethren in Halo campaign evolved. We need to be there for them. Toxic Commando came out while I was out of town. I haven't even looked into that one. Some of my friends played it, and then Windrose, and I just haven't grabbed up Windrose yet. New Fable looks awful. I think it looks great. I mean, to each their own. I'm not judging. I liked the other ones. I really did. They were a lot of fun. I mainly like the fact that I could have a wife in every single town, and I could buy up the entire town and then like take money from people. It was great. It was wonderful. How's it going, my man? Been watching forever. Love humor. Any advice to give for someone who recently got out of the military, did skill bridge and got an amazing job? Hope you're doing great. You know what I will tell you? Classic logic, and I'm still learning this myself. Pace yourself. Be kind to yourself. Because I don't know how long you were in, but for me, 16 years, 7 months, exactly. January 14th, 2009 to August 14th, 2025. That was my military career. 16 years, 7 months. I will tell you that when you get out, you're trying to accomplish everything, because when we're in, you accomplish your own personal stuff when the military doesn't need you. And the military needs you a lot. So you scramble, and then back to the military. Scramble, back to the military. I scrambled for weeks until I burned myself out. I burned myself out bad. And I needed some days to just get back on my feet. So be kind to yourself. Take your time. That's what I will tell you. His long coin purse, that's me. Franklin plushie update. Okay. 300 of 500 have been delivered. I am adamantly fucking pissed at the distributor who promised me they'd be there in 1 to 2 weeks. He promised me that on March 13th. So I shot him a message yesterday, or 2 days ago. Where is the rest of the product? I don't want him to go live until I have all 500. And I want you to know I'm never doing this shit again. Once they are gone, they are gone. They'll all come with an individual certificate of authenticity that I had made. Like, I put a lot of effort into these. I signed every certificate of authenticity. I think I wrote something funny on like number 69 and number 420, because why not? Yeah, I put a lot of effort into these things, man. I tried so hard, man. But they are very late and pissing me off. Just here to say, hey, how are you? Have a great weekend. NFL draft is on, so I must away. Go sports ball. Canards are gay. When is the spicy video of Buff and Rush's mom going to drop? Still trying to figure out the billing for the schmonly schmans. You know what I'm saying? Got let go from my job April 7th. I'm sorry to hear that, my man. Been on the hunt since then. Luckily, I live with my folks. Everyone's hiring, but no one's getting hired in the U.S. market. Too much expense for BS pay. Happy Friday. Love y'all from South Carolina. Just stay after it, man. That's what I'm telling you. So me personally, I understand you're still in the job hunt, and I understand you have bills to pay and stuff like that. But in my brain and the way that I work, any money is better than no money. So I don't know if you got something already lined up and you're just doing something, minimum wage for the time being while you continue to look, but any money is better than no money. That's the way that I look at it. You dorks hit the button. Yeah, that's right. 630 people watching. I don't know why. I'm fucking retarded. Hold the phone. Is that a Captain Rex's helmet? Yes. Right back there? Yes. That was sent to me by the helmet guy, not the Roman helmet guy. But yeah, and it fits. I can put it on. So far, the missus will not allow me to wear it in the bedroom, but I'm trying to warm her up to it. We'll get there. I'm quoting your recent Instagram video. Nice perm. That fucking guy, man. Dude, This is the thing. I can't imagine getting so mad at somebody because they're doing something that they enjoy. Like, I can't imagine judging someone because it's something they enjoy that hurts nobody else. It doesn't do anything for anyone. Now, I will admit there are some people out there who are incredibly unmotivated. I am not one of those. Video games, I love video games. I love playing video games. I love hanging out with my friends, but they come secondary. My primary focus is taking care of my family. And I think that that's something that all adults share, right? And sometimes you need a little escape, and a video game that you spend $50, $60 on or $30. I like indie companies, so about $30 is about the going rate for those. And when you play those games, they pay for themselves because you're not out spending money doing other dumb shit. So just like Ethan's internet connection, his load also suffers from intermittent delays. They're not that long, guys. Crayons are good. Galactic Armory? No, I'm not familiar with that. Windrose, once I have time, I plan on getting into Windrose. I haven't gotten into it yet. Habitual Duncan, I can't tell who Buff likes more. Russia's Lady or the Queen Line Crosser?
Would you intercept me?
Half under.
I'd intercept me.
You tried so hard, but in the end did it even matter? Sorry I had to because I'm me. I am gonna go back to drinking my tequila and enjoy the fact I am in Bernie. Still got your challenge coin next time you're back here.
Yeah, they were trying to get me back there next month. It's just I got other shit going on right now. We're threading the needle, man. We're trying to get like a couple episodes because Nick's schedule's crazy, my schedule's crazy. Trying to get a couple episodes of Habitually Fat so we can kind of stack those up for the rest of the year. So like, and some places are yeses, some places need more information. Some like it's just been. But doom 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 doom. I know what you're talking about. In the end. Favorite U.S. Navy USMC fighter squadron number? I don't have... God damn it, Wither! Well, I just got Windrose from Wither. God damn you, Wither. Stop it! Well, let me just go ahead and get that downloading. It looks like I'm not sleeping tonight. Which is shitty because I have work to do tomorrow. Oh, wow. Wither, where are you at in here, you bastard? You're just lurking. Rust? Oh, I'm not toxic enough for Rust. However, the Burnt Peanut apparently has a Rust server. And there's some creators on there that I really want to fuck with. So I may have to pick up Rust. Don't you, Wither, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'll get it on my own. I'm perfectly capable. Also, my truck is fixed. For those of you who saw my Instagram story, I got my truck back today. Yep, it was the right hub bearing. That went out, but it went out, and because it was literally riding on the rotor, my brake caliper, like, I don't know if it's the caliper, it's the actual metal piece that holds both of your pads in there. The rotor had eaten away at that. Because I drove it like a block, just trying to cripple it to a gas station. And so I had to replace the rotor, replace that, and then I just had them do the other hub bearing because I have offset wheels, which I'm going to get rid of. Next time I need tires, I'm going to go with just regular, like I'm going to get some bead locks, something nice. I'm not going to get, I don't know why I went with offset wheels. I wanted to see my tires in my mirror when I drive over stuff. It's stupid. I don't know why, but yeah, the offset wheels play hell on your damn hubs and your hub bearings. Luckily, it's a straight axle in the ass end and only fucked up the front end. I had to replace my alternator last Saturday. Oof, bro, alternators and batteries. My wife's car needed a new battery, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll just go get you a battery. Not a big deal. I walk inside, and I have her battery in my hand, and I was like, hey, here's the core. They're like, oh yeah, you get a $15 core. I'm like, fuck yeah. And they're like, and here's your battery. That'll be $300. I'm like, come again? Does it fucking play with my bits? Like, what does that battery do? Is Thor's hammer inside of that battery? Is it gonna power my car for generations? What is this damn battery? Dude, I remember back in the day, batteries were like 70 to maybe $150, somewhere in there. God, I'm showing my age. But favorite USMC fighter squadron number, I don't have a number in mind because I don't know enough about the different squadrons. So maybe that's a route that I need to go down. Winter Rose is amazing, can be played 4-person co-op. Well, see, here's the thing. Everyone says it's like the best of Valheim, Enshrouded, and one of the pirate games. It wasn't the one that everybody plays. I fucking can't remember the name of it. And I love Enshrouded. I love Enshrouded. I also like the click and drag build mechanics. That looks so good, because good build mechanics make a game for me. Like, honestly, the combat, everything else can be shit, but if the build mechanics are good, And there was somebody when I used to stream on Twitch, they were like, yeah, I actually work on like the sound for Arc 2. And I was like, hey man, I don't mean to tell you how to do your job. I know you're under a non-disclosure agreement. You probably can't tell me anything about the game, but I'm going to just put this up front. If you can't level the ground or dig, Arc 2 is going to flop. Have a nice day. I don't know if I had any effect on it, but Arc 2 was set to release like last year, and out of nowhere, they just, hey, release date to be determined. We can't release it yet. I don't know if I had anything to do with that. But in a modern survival building game, if you can't dig or level ground, it's going to flop. I'm sorry. Push start and auto stop cars need expensive batteries. Bro, oh man, I can't stand that shit. What does the DEF stand for in my sign? DEF. The only DEF I know is diesel exhaust fluid. What if Little European Texas bought a B-52 and started gaining land area?
It would be a very happy symbiotic relationship because we both have an equal hatred for Russia and love for freedom. Plus, Poland notoriously doesn't treat the Browns very well, and I'm behind that 100%.
What is my PC, CPU, and GPU? So, I have... It's like an 870... ROG something for the motherboard. I don't know. 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM, a GeForce RTX 5090, and then the CPU is a Ryzen 9 9950 X3D. And I have one M.2 drive rocking 4 terabytes and one just mass storage regular HDD rocking 12 terabytes. That's my storage in there. Oh, OEF. Oh, so the OEF, yeah, Operation Enduring Freedom, not the DE. That's not D, that's OEF. My bad. I didn't understand. Words are hard. Forza Horizon 6 is coming out in 3 weeks. When it does, I'm getting no work done. Open world racing game set in Japan with all the cars plus a licensed music catalog built into the radio stations. You know, I got huge into Horizon 3. Horizon 4, didn't really like it. Didn't even play 5. But I'm considering down the road getting like a driving simulator specifically for Forza. I love Forza Horizon games. Open world games, love them. Loved Fallout in 97 so much I went to work for NORAD Underground in 01. I just went. The RCAF issued us blue flight suits too. Tried spamming Amazon to hire me as a Fallout show consultant, but no joy. Dude, honestly, they're doing pretty well with that Fallout series. I've played the games. I enjoy the games. The games are a lot of fun. Hold on. I'm behind. Oh, sorry. I think they're doing great with the Fallout game or the Fallout TV series. I really enjoy it. They've done a lot of work. Like the story is original, but the story still follows the lore of the games. Like that's everything we need. Fallout 3, loved it. Never got past fucking Rivet City. I don't know why. Always got lost in that bitch. Never realized who I needed to talk to. I could always get to Rivet City. Couldn't get any further past that. I still have Fallout 3 on one of my accounts. I never finished it. Fallout 4, a lot of fun. My only issue with Fallout was they didn't have multiplayer. However, I know Fallout 76 does, and they've done a lot of work to make Fallout 76 fun, and a lot of people really enjoy it. I didn't want like an MMO style. I wanted where like your friends could just jump in and help you out, like Borderlands. Just personal, yeah. And when Wales, the United Kingdom, get a show, we need Welsh Wales character. I need to do more homework on the Welsh accent. What? Dude, the Fallout TV show is garbage. I like it. I'm rather enjoying it. Granted, maybe I'm not as deep into the lore as you are. I think one thing we can agree on is the Borderlands movie was arguably the worst movie ever made. Wither!
I'd intercept me.
Filthy Emperor worshipper. Avdominus Nox.
Listen, I just finished the 3rd book in the Horus Heresy, and Horus deserves everything that's coming to him. Captain Jarvis did not deserve to go down like that, but he went down like a fucking man, taking on his former brothers in the Mournival. Okay, he went down like a goddamn man, and all those troops that we lost on Isfahan 3, they went down like goddamn men, and they made Horus fight for every inch of that shit. Worth it. People who complain about the Fallout show literally cannot be happy with anything in life. Some of the most miserable people out there. Hey, to each their own, man. Grandpa Buff sure is embracing the Islamic spirit with his 2 wives. Maybe all that time over there made him pick up a few things.
Sometimes they get it right. Sometimes you need more than one wife so you can get satisfied. And I really enjoy the fact that they allow you to hit your wives and they're not allowed to drive.
Buff, stop it.
No. He asked a fucking question. I'm going to go for it, okay? You're allowed to hit women. They can't have cars. They can't, hold jobs. Although in this market, they kind of be able to be able to provide for the family.
Buff, for the love of God, please just don't go any further.
No. But I also disagree with the women are for babies and little boys and farm animals are for pleasure.
That went further than I thought it was going to, and that was just word vomit at that point. Horus's battle with Sanguinus was sick as fuck. Is that the one that was on that moon that was all like rotted and shit? Gotta play the heck out of the new Forza? Hell yeah. I got voluntold. I did. I cosplay as Captain Rex, the old one, at cons, but I also do the voice thanks to my voice acting work. Worth it to see smiles when I can respond to any questions. Do what makes you and others happy. I would love to go to Comic-Con and I want to invest in it. I need to lose some weight. I want to be
Would you
Pilot Cooper.
Me?
I think that would be so much fun.
I'd intercept me.
Who is your legion?
Haven't picked one yet. Well, I will say the closest that I align with, although they kind of sided with the wrong team there, is the World Eaters. They have the simplest form of combat. There's not a lot of drama. It's just, hey, guess what? You're either with us or we're going to execute, we're going to murder enough of your planet until you are. And I feel like there's a certain poetic simplicity to that. Emperor did Angron dirty. Oh yeah, with the bolts or whatever. Yeah. When can we meet Russia's mom?
When she gets her face out of the pillow.
I don't know. Making you a challenge coin. Can we get an HLC coin? I had one once upon a time. I probably should get some new ones made. I think I still have one of my old ones back there. But yeah, I need to do that. Guys should get some of those made. I don't know if Bunker would sell them or if I should just give them out to people. I don't know. 2004, I was playing Black Hawk Down with my team in Iraq before doing real missions. It was nuts. Bro, it's something to help you escape. Like that's the thing. I love video games in that way. Like we would play Forza while we were deployed, and like we would take turns, just do a crazy long race, and just hey, I knocked out 15 laps. It's your turn. I'm gonna go pull shift or do whatever. Did I hear about Levi from Villain Support? No, I did not. I feel like Buff likes Russia's Lady and Miss Linecrosser equally. If she was on the channel more often, Buff would be chasing her like nobody's business.
I stay chasing. That's the thing.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say it.
A ring don't block a hole.
All right. We're continuing on. I didn't realize caps were against the rules. Oh yeah. It's because some people they just blast caps in there. See, I've never heard. I don't know enough. I'm still in technically 30K because I'm reading Horus Heresy. I haven't heard of the Night Lords or the Iron Warriors. I've heard rumors about Grey Knights, stuff like that.
Personal favorite legion. Second is Iron Warriors.
I haven't heard of either one of those. I don't know enough about them. I think the Salamanders are pretty cool. How's it hanging? Also, question: what is your favorite jet, American or otherwise? Now, when we're talking about jets, and let's say that they're all equal and none of them have any capability over another, and this might be from when I was young watching a Top Gun, but the F-14 Tomcat. It is just, it's beautiful. It is really just a good jet. It was just, I really think it's gorgeous. Oh man, that person was talking about, deaf Afghanistan veteran. Oh, okay. Yeah. OEF, Operation Enduring Freedom. Did I find Wolfram in 40s Germany? He kept Nazi. Oh man. No, so this is the thing. Behind closed doors, I tell them it's just like with the platoon sergeant and the squad leaders. The squad leaders are the mean ones, right? Like they're your bulldogs. They're right there in Joe's shit, dealing with all of their bullshit, right? The platoon sergeant gets to be the cool, fun guy. And if I ever have to get upset at anybody, it's significant. It's the same process. Captain Garavel Loken survived. He survived it? Seriously? Because literally, I just read it. It's like the last 6 pages of the fucking book. He got into that fight with Torgadon died. He was beheaded. I know he's gone. And then he got into a fight with, oh my God, the other two. I can't remember their fucking names right now. And he was about to lose, and then the foot of the, I don't know how to pronounce it, Dryas, big ass fucking Titan came through the roof and like collapsed them all under rubble. And then they pulled themselves out of the rubble and bailed out. And he said like he could see the artillery coming down, and he like closed his eyes and then didn't feel anything anymore. But you're telling me he survived? I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Because Loken is a fucking G. And the man sticks to his guns. And he calls out bullshit. I love it. I'm so happy. I have the same policy my mods with the Gestapo. I intentionally recruited my veteran friends because they have absolutely no fucking chill. See? It's easy. Angron, the only Primarch to become a slave twice. Did he? I'm learning so much right now. I mean, this is the thing. I'm not like, no spoilers. Like, I like the story of it. It really, honestly, this may ruffle some feathers. This may piss some people off. But so far, and I know it came first, it's space Game of Thrones with just crazy warfare. That's really what it is, because you have no idea what's going to happen. You have no idea who's going to turn on one another. It's just wild. Also, that guy who was in the final holdout and turned on them to like lead the final charge of the World Eaters and stuff against his own men that he was like brothers with, that guy can go fuck himself. I can't remember his name, but that guy can go just all the way fuck himself. And Erebus, the dude who has all the tattoos on his head, that guy can get fucked too. Both of them. Hey, Mud Flappy Longpurse, long time viewer, seldom caller. Oh, when can we arrest his mom?
Eventually.
When more habitually fat, bro, it's been a nightmare. So we were supposed to record a couple about a month ago. The day they were supposed to fly in, the airport got closed for the fucking drone, the cartel drone or DHS drone or whatever it was. And now we're just finally getting everything back together, but we got some good stuff lined up. And there's one potentially, and it's later this year, and I am unbelievably excited about it. I don't want to give anything away, but when it happens, I'm gonna be like a kid in a candy store. And believe it or not, it has nothing to do with missiles, well, kind of, and nothing to do with planes. I am, with bated breath, I await. Even you 40K veterans, check out the harrowing Eldritch Horrors. Is that a completely different series? I'm deep into Mandalorian lore. If I went to a con, I'd build my own armor set based on what everything means to them. They're Star Wars Americans. This is the way. I like the Mandalorian lore. I don't know too much about it. It's a good story. Hot take. I think they overplay Grogu. I'm sorry. I know people like that's a fan favorite character. I think they overplay him. I really do. It was a UFO, don't let them lie to you. Well, it wasn't identified, so logically, that's sound. I don't care about grammar, no politics, no religion, no caps, no emoji spam, and then it's just how much I dislike you. Wolfram is Canadian. He'll probably apologize to you in your DMs, because that's what they're good at. Which Forza was set in Australia? Forza 3. Forza Horizon 3. My favorite one. And you know why? Because that was the first Forza that I knew of that they had put a Warthog in. It was slow. You couldn't really upgrade it very much, but there was like a mission that you had to do where you had that thing. It was so good. It was just so good. Night Lords are, oh yeah, I read that one already. Hell nah, HLC missed about to rock your shit for that comment. Almost hit my head on the lower panel of a 737 Max Wing laughing. Rondo, you're still inside a damn plane. It's like every Friday, he's like, well, HLC's about to get on. And he just like looks out at the hangar. That one.
Would you intercept
I'm gonna go
me?
get in that one.
I'd intercept me.
Well, I must be going. Once you get to the Night Lords, you will think different of me.
There's so many layers to every single Legion. Like, I also didn't know that Legions after Horus Heresy, they're now limited to 1,000 Space Marines per, because you shouldn't have any
Would you
Legion that can
intercept
take
me?
over the other. I'm trying to learn it all.
I'd intercept me.
The only reason Garviel Loken is your fave is because you've yet to meet Sigma Alpha Chad Guard's Captain Nathaniel Garrow.
Garrow, that sounds really familiar. Are you sure I haven't met him? That name sounds really... I'm not great with names. I'm so glad in the books they have like that glossary in the front, because they like... So Garrivel Loken, people refer to every character in the book series. That's the only part that gets confusing to me. They have like 3 names they're called by. He's either Captain Loken, or he's Garvey, or he by one of the remembracers, racers, however you pronounce that. He actually calls him Garrivel. So I'm down to clown, man. I'm learning. No more legions. They're chapters now in 40K. So there you go. Okay. See, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Buff may have just broke me with the ring comment, since I'm currently struggling with demons regarding the lusty redhead I work with that flirts with me, but just got engaged. Thanks, Buff.
Listen, I'm just saying hockey would be a lot less interesting if there was no goalie.
All right. That's the that's the last of it. Oh, I'm going to hell. Yep. Mm-hmm. The F-14 is a sexy plane. Japanese made it a hero plane twice. Robotech, really? I love the Tomcat. She's just, it's a good looking plane, which is ironic because I really hate the Su-57. And if you put them side by side, there is a lot of similarities. The one similarity that they don't have, and thank God, because I think it's the ugliest thing, is for some reason Russian jets, and I'm sure there's a mechanical reason, and one of you are going to tell me, Russian jets, between the engines, they have this big thing that sticks out, and I don't know what it's there for. And I think it's ugly, and they should just make it a little shorter. The Su-57 has it as well. It's gross. Hey, what's up, Robert Jones? We went on the flight in his original went to fight in his original Lone Wolf armor in defense of the Palace of Terra. Oh, that's gangster. So there is somebody on what is it? Spotify. He goes by the Automatic Singer. I think it's all AI generated stuff, but he has a song called Loyal Wolf that pretty much goes down Loken's entire, like, the experience in the heresy. Like, it's really good, and it goes hard. So, like, I knew Torgadon or Torregadon or however you pronounce his name was going to die. I knew he was going to die, and I was like, fuck, I don't know where he's going to die. But the dude, like, he went hard for his homie. And, like, I tell you right now, just knowing what I know about those characters, if he knew that he was going to get killed and Loken was going to go on, no matter what, he still would have been in that fight. I have no doubt in my mind. Like, that brotherhood runs deep, and I love it.
I'd intercept me.
Rome, I just made me spit out my drink with that buff comment.
Wither, I thought you were leaving, man. Pour one out for Torgadon. Yeah. Is that how you pronounce it? Torgadon? Is it Torgadon? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not, like I said, I'm awful with fucking names. Is 40K the harrowing is forbidden knowledge to know it is death? It's really interesting now that, like, In the 30K, like the whole idea of chaos is kind of like shrouded in mystery, like it's not really a thing. And it influences a whole lot more when you're in 40K. And you see why it's so hard to fight. And what I want to know is, did the Emperor, God, we're in 40K. Did the Emperor know that as ships were going through the warp, they were punching holes into what is circumstantially chaos? Like, did he know and willingly do that and subject his units to that just to conquer the galaxy? Like, that's what I want to know. And I don't know if I'm ever going to find that out. Mandatory 40K reading is the Night Lord's trilogy. Bro, do you know there's like 70 books in the Horus Heresy? I'm still trying to get caught up on that. Yes, he did, and he lied about it. Bastard. There really is no good guys in fucking 40K. Salamander's about as close as you're going to get. Left arm, 7 in bar, new elbow, 13 screw right knee, 35 screws wire mesh left leg, 22-inch bar, 9-inch screws recognize my pain. Holy sweet Jesus, bro. What the hell happened to you? Check out Dragon Con here in Atlanta on Labor Day weekend. We're bigger size-wise than Comic-Con. Dragon Con? I'll be in Atlanta coming up here in a couple months for a couple personal things, but I don't know if I'll be able to get away from those. I don't know the circumstances. I'm not against it. I was at DreamHack in Atlanta. It was okay. It was just, DreamHack is more designed for like competitive sports. And I say competitive very, very loosely because they had like the world championship of, what is it called? Clash of Clans. That was like their big claim to fame there. I'm bigger than Russia's mom.
Only where it counts.
I'm making a new stream. Think you would watch? I mean, I'll check it out, Aaron. I remember what you like sent to me and like let me know what was going on with you, man. Like I totally understand. I'll take a look. This is the thing, man. So, Aaron, don't take this the wrong way, right? I encourage people, if you want to create, please create, right? Ask questions. I will always give you the right information, right? But one of the things I don't want to do, and not that you asked me this, right? Follower count doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. However, sometimes people reach out to me and they want me to like collab with them on things because they don't have a following. And that will artificially inflate their numbers. They'll have a peak and then it'll flop. And I don't want to do that to them. So I always tell people, build something organic and I will team up when you get there. Like that's what I want people to do. Just so you have an organic thing going on. But yeah, I'll take a look, Aaron. I don't mind. Send it over to my mods and let me know. I think Grogu was overplayed. In my honest opinion, I would rather have a true Mandalorian series. See, I agree. I'm curious about Grogu because we don't really know a lot about him. We know he's the same species as Yoda. But other than that, like he's 60 years old. We don't really know a whole lot about him. But I didn't really finish the more recent seasons. No argument here. Grogu's overrated. I'm talking about the complete lore, not just the show. Got it. If you missed it, it's 40K. The harrowing is forbidden. Oh, to know it is death. Oh, no, I didn't. You said that earlier. Good evening, Ethan Longball. I've got some pretty tight pants on right now. They're not that long. Bro, my job involves in-tank inspection on the wing structure of 737 MAX. Of fucking course, I'm always inside a motherfucking wing. It's a big part of my job. That's fair. Well, don't let me interrupt you. Just be safe in there and inside a wing of a jet, which is really strange. If you're into the Chaos Gods of Warhammer, there's an awesome board game by Fantasy Flight, though it is modeled after a fantasy version, Chaos in the Old World. I love the game. Someone sent me a copy of, let me look at my Steam here. Warhammer 40K Dawn of War. It's fun. It is really fun. I got to learn more about it, but it's fun. I actually like it. It's very reminiscent of like the old school real-time strategy games. And that one, I mean, it's a few years old, but it's very reminiscent of that. I feel like nowadays when someone makes a real-time strategy game, they're like, oh, okay, every single unit needs to have at least 3 options you can select from to build your units the way you need to. And every single building is going to have different versions of the same units. And then you're going to be able to posture that like there's just too much going on, man. I just want to build my forces and go fight somebody. There's just way too much going on. We have 638 people in chat. This stream has been brought to you by childhood trauma. I hate how accurate that is. There's an awesome board game, Chaos in the Old World. I love the game. I'll have to check it out. Now, somebody did tell me that there is a book series out that pretty much explains everything from the Chaos side, or maybe it's the Necrons. I don't know. Are Necrons from Chaos? Or are they just a different faction? I don't know. Have you figured out who the kid's dad is yet? Maybe the F-117? I don't want to think about him plowing my mom. I don't even know who my mom is. Thanks for the laughs. Of course, Terry. In that game, you're one of the 4 gods. Each one has unique ways to win. 7 turns, 2 to 3 hours. 5th player expansion adds the Horned Rat. I don't even know who the Chaos gods are. That's how early I am into this. Because in 30K, like in the Horus Heresy, you don't really know who the Chaos gods are. But I will tell you this. My opinion of Horus was like a ping pong table, man. Like, he's a good guy, he's a bad guy, he's a good guy, he's a bad guy, he's a good guy. Oh, he's a total piece of shit. And now I'm stuck on the total piece of shit thing. Because he, not only did he was about to die, which for a Primarch, really bad, especially the War Master, really bad. But he selfishly chose to continue living by succumbing to chaos. I don't fuck with that. I'm home team all day. Necrons are the 40K version of Undead. Okay. Dawn of War is one of the most quintessential RTSs. I never played one before. I like the original StarCraft. StarCraft 2, didn't like. It's because I play very much turtle style. I defense is what I focus on primarily. Now in 40K, you got to kind of push out a little bit, and I get that. But I'm a very much a turtle player. So I love like Command and Conquer. I'm a turtle. Just an FYI, I have a mild heart issue. The nut story on Kind of Consensual. I laughed so hard I had a mild issue and had to go to the hospital. Oh my God. I can't believe that like, okay, the amount of shit I got from Eli and Rich, even off that podcast, they're like, bro, you thought you were coming in to like, hey, this is something I can relate to you guys with. And all of us couldn't relate. Although I did recently find out that Tackett on Man vs. Morning has a similar gravitational issue as I do. And so he and I bonded over those things. Because when I brought up the turd smacking it, if you guys are not on Pepperbox, you're going to miss a lot of this. But he was like, yeah, dude, that happens. It happens. And I was like, see, I'm not the only one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, let's all roast HLC. Please don't. I'm trying to be happy and nice. And oh my God, it's Protocol 4 time. Protocol 4. The big boy, watch him on the camera. Watch him. As soon as I lift this bag. Oh, there he goes. That's a good boy. That's my best buddy in the whole wide world. Do you want to show them some... Okay. Do you want to show... Stop. Do you want to show them some tricks? Okay. Let's show them some tricks. Okay. Let's try and get this in video. Come on, bud. Come on. All right. See it? Shake. All right. You get one there. All right. Speak. All right. Nope. All right. See it? Lay down. Bang. Bang. And you're dead. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. All right. You can go to your bed. Go to your bed. Good boy. You okay? You like let out a big cough. Don't make HLC pull out the Protocol 3 is protect the good boy. No. Protocol 4 is give the puppies a snack. Protocol 3 is, of course, protect the pilot. StarCraft 2 was okay. Yeah, I just wasn't a big fan of it. I just didn't like it. And then somebody got me to get Broken Arrow. Now, I will say the models of Broken Arrow, really good. Like the unit models, S tier. Phenomenal. Like I looked at the Patriot unit, and aside from like how it operates, it was very clearly a Patriot system, and they had done some research. But again, it was one of those you got to like do 10,000 things with every single unit. I didn't like it. City set Trip Trap, and I got hurt, shattered bones. Wait, the city set a Trip Trap? Any thoughts of Stick Vet? I'm unfamiliar with who Stick Vet is. Although, as it sits right now, I will let you all know while you're in here. Monday, I'm going to be on the Mover and Gonky show. I think I said their names right. I don't know much about them, but apparently pilots want to talk to the air missile guy. So I will be there. Protocol 5 is Fritz is on the Fritz. Knox, where are you going? Come here. Hey. Your royal fatness. There you are. And I just wiped the bottom of his mouth, which was full of slobber. Good job, bud. Good job. Warhammer Chaos Gods. What about the Warhammer Chaos Gods? Oh, yeah. Wolfram gets mad when I read the caps before he can get rid of it. Which makes me want to keep doing it. Long live the buff. I ain't ever going anywhere. Just showing you some appreciation. You make my lunch break every day a little better with the videos. Keep doing what you do, brother. Thank you so much. Titanium HUD. I appreciate you being here, man. Will we get GTA 6 before the kid gets an intercept? God, I fucking hope not. You have any idea how shitty it's been? I mean, come on. Why not just shove a leash up my ass, Uncle Sam? All right, kid. You can relax. We know, we're saving you for a special. Oh, fuck yourself. How about that? You know what? How about you go sit on a fucking saguaro cactus and stretch your rippling balloon knot over top of it, you fucking fat fuck. It got a little personal. I don't know why. The character became very personal. How do you contact the mods? I wouldn't ask that of you. Oh, no, you're good. Aaron, the mods, in my Discord, just ping mods. They'll get you. Craft Voorhees, just dropping by to say hi. Thank you for being awesome. You are awesome. My fellow turkey shooter, my air defender, my hero. No, you're good. Remind everyone that air defense artillery is the best branch in the Army. God damn it is. You know what's funny is Craft, if you're still in here, I don't know if you're still in here. So I got a story to tell you guys. I was telling this story earlier today. So I don't know if you know this, but I'm one of those people that I have a real problem when someone says you can't do that by yourself or there's no one else around. I won't go find someone and ask for help. I will just struggle and curse and yell and injure myself throughout the entire process until somebody just magically shows up. That's the way my brain works, right? And in the Army, so on the back of our ECS, the Engagement Control Station for Patriot, we used to have this thing called the MCPE. I don't remember what it stands for, but basically it was a door that would create kind of a pass-through where, like, if there was a chemical threat outside, there was chemical damage, you could enter this thing, close the door behind you, it kind of like clears the area, and it pressurizes before you go into the actual van, which is also a pressurized system to avoid chemical contamination, right? We had this thing called the MCPE. Now, the MCPE is easily a 4-man job. At the bare minimum, you need 2, okay? Everyone was on lunch. I was the battery trainer for Charlie Battery 3-2 Air Defense Artillery. And I was there with the system. I told all my guys, I'm like, go to lunch. Go. We were in the field, but it was like the field adjacent to the back gate of our motor pool. So we were just kind of doing a system validation, burning the radar. We were just doing what we needed to do. And they were like, hey, for evaluation purposes, you have to have your MCPE set up. And I was like, shit, no one here but me. All right, fuck it. Mind you, the MCPE weighs like 400 pounds and it's strapped to the back of the ECS. So I had to drag it off of there onto the ground. And then the back door of the ECS is about chest height with me. So I had to drag it up the staircase, set it in place, and then you have to, and it's big rectangle like this, and you unfold it, and there's a door here and a door here. And then you have to line it all up with the fucking screws and everything. It's a pain in the ass, okay? So I'm inside the MCPE, and the easiest way to set it up is to be inside of it. So I kind of like lift it, I open the door, which the door is still kind of folded, so I pinch myself there, and I get in inside the MCPE, and I'm just cussing up a storm. Like, I have a knee holding one bar in place. I'm like holding the top with my head and my hand, like trying to just get it up, and I'm trying to lock pins in place. It's an absolute nightmare, and it's not happening. It is not happening. I'm swearing up a storm. I'm mad. I'm hitting shit. I'm inside of this thing. It's fallen on me 3 or 4 times. I'm not having a good day. Okay. What I didn't know is at that moment, there was a bunch of ROTC cadets coming to see what air defense is like. And I couldn't see them because I'm inside of this MCPE. And I'm mad at everything, okay? I don't want to exist in this moment, but I'm there. And I'm just mad as hell. I'm trying to get this thing set up. I'm swearing at the top of my lungs. So here's these brand new would-be lieutenants, 20 of them, standing outside the MCPE. And there's this staff sergeant inside there, me at the time, probably teaching them new curse words. So they don't know exactly what is going on. And finally, I like got mad and I kind of like peeked. I could see through like a gap and I was like, there's people out there. And I was like, can one of you fucking help me? And I didn't even realize that I was talking to people who are not in the Army because they're all in uniform. Okay. It's like August at Fort Sill. It's hot as balls. Like it's just miserable. And so like they come up and they're like, well, I don't really know what to do. I'm like, just hold this. And that's when I look and they all have like dots on and they're cadets and their NCO was with them. And he's like, you all right there, Sergeant? I'm like, oh shit. Thanks guys. Yeah, Sergeant, I could just use a hand getting this thing set up. And like we set it up, I explained to him what it was. I kind of showed him around the system and shit. But yeah, I don't know if any of them actually went air defense after that experience. Cause like, I just after a while I was joking with them. They're like, you sounded like you were in the struggle bus. I was like, yeah, no, that thing should not be set up by yourself. By the way, welcome to air defense where you just have to figure out how to do everything by yourself because everyone else is useless. But yeah, that was, I told that story today and I was like, man, I forgot about the MCPE. That thing ruined my life. Hello, long-time listener, first-time chatter. Sounds like a Tuesday? Bro. Not for me. Rumor has it that Buff is teaching the kid how to fold his wings so that he can fit in the bomb bay to sneak into Iran. Franklin is technical support.
Okay, kid, here's the plan. Franklin's going to chop off both your wings with an angle grinder, and I'm going to shove you inside my butthole.
That was the conversation that just popped into my head right there. Oh man, remember any injuries from that are not service related? That thing fell on my head several times. Once or twice a month, we'll have a P8 wing on your last stream. We will have a P8 wing on your last stream. I crashed out so bad. The P8 is just so much unnecessary shit. It makes my job hell. Oh yeah. I remember you telling me about that, Aaron. Or Rondo, not Aaron. Aaron's a different guy. You're a Rondo. I really do need to update my DOW 3X cap mod. Yeah, that's fair. In your mind, or Imperial Fist, or what? What were you asking? I'm way behind. I'm sorry. I lost that. Sweet. They got damn good show. I subbed. Hell yeah. Bro, don't shock him like Asan. He a good boy. He is a good boy. Where the fuck did that fat bastard go? Knox? Oh. You saw nothing. Come here, bud. What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? We're just going to act like nothing just happened before some of you clip that. Hi, bud. You got goobers. No eye goobers. No eye goobers. No CPs. All right? We saw everything. Shut up. Shut up. You saw nothing. Exactly. JB, just because you agreed with me seeing nothing, we might make you a mod. I'm just kidding. I don't know. My mods have a really good like vibe right now, and I don't want to fuck that up. I'm like very nervous that one of them is going to be like, hey, I got to focus on my own life and stuff right now, and I can't be around, which I totally get, right? Like I don't want to ever get in the way of my mods' goals and ambitions. And I will always welcome them back whenever they're done. Not a problem. But there's a really good vibe with the mods right now, and I don't want to fuck that up. I get laid, bro. Laid, bro. Anyone have the clip? I was looking away. No one has the clip. As he's over there licking his bed. Do the snozberries taste like snozberries, bro? I don't know what he was doing over there, but look at that face. Can you say no to that face? I can't. If they knew how bad you smelled, as he turns back to sniff his own butt. All right, go on. You can go to your bed. Good boy. One day I wish to see you in the same video as Animarchy and Laserpig. Stay awesome, boss, and rock on. I did an Animarchy collab a while back. I don't know, but Laserpig wasn't a part of it. Slobber and eye boogers are Pitbull gifts. They are. That's my buddy. He's Pitbull and Australian Shepherd. If you ever think about getting a dog like that, don't. He's also drugged right now. Now, before anyone's like, why would you drug your dog? Okay. It's trazodone. It's just like a light thing to kind of chill him out because the dude gets so worked up over everything. He's 11 years old. I'm worried his heart is going to explode. Like when I'm out of town, he immediately starts shitting liquid, like just from stress. The dude he's got some stress in his life. Best Legion Primarch is the second. The most likely came from America, specializing in space combat. Emperor has a relationship with Chaos Gods. Had a secret meeting and used info from them to make Space Marines. Did he? Is that where Space Marines came from? Any plans this weekend? I have a meeting tomorrow with some people in a potential business venture. And if that goes through, of course I'm going to let you all know about it. But get in my belly moment. Yeah, you guys are talking about when the MCPE kept falling on me. Sorry, I'm trying to get all caught up here. Speaking of chopping things off, I'm a little bit surprised you haven't made an RFK Raccoon Wing Wong joke. I did. Was it this video or the video before? I did. I brought it up. I talked about it. I did have to get the Thrives Under Chaos shirt. It's kind of my spirit animal at work. Also, don't let Rondo deter you from the glorious P8. You guys are going to have that conversation. I know, Valine, you're all about that P8 Poseidon, but he seems to not like it very much. Gamer Valine, thank you so much again. Azure Lane, smash your pass with the buff. I've only seen a couple of things from Azure Lane. I'm
going to say smash. Plain boobies.
There we go. Ghost Bat fits in a Globemaster. Does it? What if an Aussie drone gets an intercept before the kid? Well, then I'm going to have a biblical fucking crash out. That's all I'm going to tell you. Did Trump come up with Space Marines? I have no idea. Delta 15580A, CV, Rest Easy, CW5, Fernandez, Lopez. 155. Where is 155 at? I know of one. No, it's 55. That's just 55. Huh. Speaking of business, Aerial Resupply is good. Oh, bro. I love me some Aerial Resupply. Mike is great people. I haven't had as much time dedicated to like supporting him and stuff like that, but Mike is great people. The coffee is phenomenal. I'm not going to tell people what kind of coffee they should buy. I'm not going to tell them where they like or what they shouldn't buy. I will tell you, Aerial Resupply is delicious. It's amazing. I love it. But in a completely unrelated thing, okay? If I, as a veteran, open a business, and I say it's a veteran-owned business, right? Which is great. I love veteran-owned businesses. There's, you support those guys. And then I went public, and most of my shareholders were not veterans. Probably wouldn't be a veteran-owned business anymore. I don't know, but that's a completely unrelated topic. Unrelated topic. P8 is awesome. Working on it that I despise. Fair enough. I think it's a really interesting just concept that plane even exists. Almost had a bad week and wanted to shout some combinations of Buff and Brad William slurs. Luckily, HR wasn't there. By the way, did you find a place to hang the small flag I sent you? Hang on. Was it that small flag? I haven't hung. I really need to break out all my stuff to hang things. I'm setting up kind of a secondary studio, which would be more kind of primary. That's what I'm doing with my old computer and stuff. And I will be doing that there. Because a lot of the stuff, I'm sorry guys, I'm exhausted. A lot of the stuff that has been sent to me is, I just don't have room for it here. 5588 Dragon Slayers. Yeah, you know what's kind of cool about 55? I have a buddy who went over to 55. So I don't know if you guys know this. I didn't know this for the longest time. That the phonetic alphabet changed phonetic alphabet being like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, all the way through the alphabet. Back in World War II, it was Abel, Baker. I think Charlie was still the same. And then Delta. But anyways, the 5580A uses the old phonetic. So when one of my buddies, First Sergeant Gonzalez, went over there to take over what we call Bravo Battery, it was Baker Battery, which I thought was super cool. How fun was Cody's wedding? Oh, it was a blast. It was an absolute blast, man. I had so much fun there. Great people, great time. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to drink at all. Because like I had to drive because there was no Ubers at the time for me to get there. Emperor Spears? What? Today was a day for buff speech. I know, I'm sorry I yawned. I don't like yawning in front of you guys, my bad. It's only a matter of time before the Space Force has boarding and EVA specialists. Yeah, they're called Marines. I think it's only a matter of time before space boarding becomes a thing. Which I'm actually really excited for you guys to see my next USA versus the world. I need to text Finn, figure out when that's going to be done. He just texted me. He said, definitely a 2-day edit. Holy shit. Dude, this one's a little bit of a spinoff. I had a lot of fun, but goddamn, I learned more than I ever expected to about the, I can't say what it is. I can't even allude to it. But I learned more than I ever wanted to. And there is so much contradictory information out there. I might piss some people off. I'm just trying to learn. Space Force will have Space Marines without a doubt. Backroom casting couch.
How do you know?
Did Demo Matt go to Donut's wedding? He did not. I did not. Well, he might have. I didn't see him there. I was at the wedding and the reception. I did not see him. I saw King Pix Media was there. What is it? Administrative Results, Fat Electrician, Vet with a Sign, Brandon Herrera, Eli. Let me see who else was like some of the names that were there. There was a bunch of other creators. I just didn't know all of them, which is why, like, you know, there are creators in this world that think that they are the coolest thing since sliced bread because they're a creator. All of those guys, like all the unsub guys, Donut, all those dudes, we just feel like regular guys. And that's the way I want to continue to feel, right? Like that's the way we are. So like you see these people and they get like just a little taste of like being a creator, maybe being recognized in public, and they think their shit don't stink. And it's like, to me, bro, humble pie. That's the way that I operate. I did have a good conversation with Brandon about some of the things that he plans on doing when he's up there in Congress. I think almost all of them are going to get shot down because primarily what he's doing is having accountability for congressmen, senators, politicians in general, and they hate that. The government hates accountability. Oh, they can't stand it. They want to do it to other people. They just don't like doing it to themselves, which I think is probably the single largest flaw in our government system, is that there's no accountability in the government of the government. And like it was designed that way that the people could hold the government accountable, but we just don't. I don't, yeah. You mean Hassan? No. That fucking guy. Oh my God. Did you see he's like the new poster boy talking about how the fall of the Soviet Union was like the biggest failure in modern society. And I'm like, you mean the fall of the Soviet Union that was due to their own incompetence? It's wild. It's crazy. Communism is so great, yet it can't exist when capitalism gets in the way. It's nuts. But capitalism can exist while communism exists. It's crazy. Rules for thee, not for me. Yeah, that's the thing. And, you know, and I've said this before, Brandon and I do not agree on everything policy-wise. And that's okay. Like, he understands nuance and I understand nuance. We both get it. You know, that you're not going to have the same opinion as everybody else, but he's always been very like logical and understanding. And he's not like, I I don't know why the man got into politics. I really don't. He has a successful career. He has successful businesses. Like, he does everything really, really well. And for some reason, he's like, you know what? I would really like to be shit on by the machine. I don't know. I don't get it. But, more power to him. And if he's the straw that breaks the camel's back and shows that regular people, and granted, yes, Brandon has a significant following, he's very successful, but regular people can run and win in office, I think that's a step in the right direction. I really do. The micro-looting bullshit was wild. Facts. Ooh. Oh, there's Knox. He came back in for some more water. Is there no water in there? Hold on. You guys get to hang out with Chair for a few minutes, or for a couple seconds while I get water. See, on my streams, we care when the dogs run out of water. On Hassan's streams, he only cares when the batteries in his shock collar run out. Yep. Chair, don't say slurs. All hail the Chair. After the Buff joke earlier this week, I checked what Buff did for that 747 fuel druge. Are we sure Buff got rid of the canards?
Listen, everyone's allowed to have a phase, myself included. It's been a 70-year-long journey of learning. And the more you learn, the more you hate minorities.
Okay,
Call it pattern recognition.
Okay. I can see your aura, bro. Got an aura, dude. And it's just nothing but Canardian. Buff for president of Earth. Oh my God. You didn't learn shit about Australia during 4-day sail from New Zealand to Sydney, sailing through the Bass Strait oil fields to hit Melbourne, where we keep our F-35s and Growlers on all government websites. Hey, I tried, OZ. I tried, man. You know what? I encourage you. I tell you what. All right. Give yourself like an 8-hour, maybe 10-hour block and try and figure out how you would attack the United States. And I'll poke holes in it. That is the challenge. Hell yeah, brother. Warp nanocells. Was supposed to say not true. I heard all about the obsolescence comment last night. Oh God. That was you know what's funny is I made the obsolescence comment in that video and I was like, I'm not going to say anything. Just going to let that one ride. And I think that video was live for, you know what? I can probably look up the message in my Discord because I can tell you what time it came in. So my video dropped at 11 my time. And at 11:43, I got a message from Weapons, you son of a bitch. Oh, that's great. Rapid Dragon program. How long till the buff is replaced by C5, C17s, C130Js, all toting tons of crate launch standoff fun boxes? That's actually a wonderful question. And I will say, with those systems coming online, it does allow certain new methods for destruction of enemy assets, however, buff will always be like the premier, because not only like he has the internal weapons bay and stuff like that, but he has a good amount of hard points on those wings, can carry air launch cruise missiles, all sorts of different stuff. So with those weapons still in our stockpile, buff is always going to have that special place. Weapons, you sneaky bastard. I love how Wolfram's like, won't happen, too expensive. Like, Like he's just so matter of fact. How does chat feel about Canadians? I just it's like watching a dumpster fire that I started. It's so great. It's so wonderful. Is Weapons here today? No, he's not. Strongly. Who? Poorly. Frostbacks. I'm embarrassed to be a Canadian. Oh, see, this is the thing. I don't think anyone should be embarrassed to be a Canadian when your politicians and the people in charge make really poor decisions. I don't think I will never be embarrassed to be an American, but I would be embarrassed to be represented by some of the people who have represented us. I think that's a fair assessment. How many HLCs could a full buff payload be? What is a maximum payload of a B-52? Can anyone tell me that? Because then I can do the math for you. Max 1 HLC. Thanks, Jerry. Smartass. 50,000? Some are saying 70,000. So let me math this. I don't math in public, but I have a little calculator here. Where is my calculator? Okay, so let's say it's 50,000. $200 HLCs. So let's say it's 70,000. That's 280 HLCs. So 270 HLCs, give or take. Oh, Weapons is here. All right, guys, looks like we're shutting down early. I was explaining to them Weapons because somebody brought up the obsolescence comment about the A10. And I explained to them, and I was like, I want to see when it is. And I looked at the message. My video went live at 11 o'clock my time. And at 11:43 is when you messaged me, you son of a bitch. It didn't take long. It was so good. You got to go to a military air show this year. I will be going to Oshkosh. Whether or not I have to fund it myself, I don't know. I'm trying to get my agent to get me tickets there. But I will be going to Oshkosh. Like there's no doubt in my mind. I will be there. I don't know if I'll be there for the whole thing, but I'm going to be there for at least a day or two. My favorite YouTuber. I've been in the hospital this year due to my rare autoimmune disorders. I have, and you have helped me a lot. You know, Galactic Station. Sorry, I don't read very good. I'm glad you're still here, man. Keep up that good fight. Don't ever fucking quit. Right? You have a lifetime of, for lack of a better term, pain and suffering. And that's unfortunate. Like that's awful. There's really no other way to shake that. But every day you wake up and every day you're still kicking. That's a day you beat that disorder. And I think that's a win. I think that's an absolute win. If government accountability existed, the Democratic Party wouldn't. I don't think either would exist. But you know what's interesting is Wolfram. I say Wolfram, and he's like, it's Wolfram, and gets all mad. And then I'm like, fuck you. And he goes, oh, sorry. No, I'm just kidding. We were playing a game, I don't know, it was like a week ago or something, and I brought up the two-tiered system and how it's so broken, and he's like, yeah, try 4. I didn't know Canada had 4 political parties. I had no idea. And that sounds way worse. He's a Canardian. USA isn't as stupid as the Australian government posting where we keep our F-35s. Growler, we're buff, will get parked when he gets his down under. I mean, that's true. But, well, there is one place you can guarantee that there are growlers. And that is where they train growler pilots. And it's off the coast of Seattle. There's like an island. I remember looking it up one time. It was pertinent to something I was researching. There's an island out there, and a bunch of people were pissed off. They're like, the jets are too loud. Can you imagine that? Just try and take your head and place it that firmly up your anus and just go, you know what? This place is nice, but it would be better if I didn't have these fucking kick-ass awesome war machines flying around me all day. Can you imagine that? Can you like that? Just no. Navy needs to rename the FAXX to FA Triple G. Pilot suit comes with a leather vest, leather chaps, and holes in the back and a rainbow scarf. Deal? I think that's, you know what? We need to make that happen. Maybe a ball gag. Let's add that in. Air show every day. Exactly. Exactly. DK Valine, what did you... Stop sending me video games. I don't have times for the ones that I want. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to be, ungrateful. But I don't even know when I'm going to have time to play Rust. God damn it, Valine. After they retire the A-10, U.S. Air Force should make some B-52 gunships, equipping a couple GAU-8s and 40,000 rounds of ammunition. Hold on. I don't know, and I'm inferring here, I don't know if the superstructure of the B-52 could withstand that amount of recoil. Like one of them in the middle, yeah, probably could handle that. But like several, and that ammo, dude, ammo's heavy. Ammo's really heavy, especially 30 Mike. It's fucking heavy. Weapons, no, bad idea. I mean, she's got the beans to climb. You could do strafing runs in that, at least one. You could do one strafing run. We have welders. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just we're gonna need at least 3 24 packs, 2 rednecks, a torch, a welder, and a can-do attitude. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, it's not impossible, but unlikely due to costs. Is Valine even still in here after she got that for me? Damn you, Valine. I didn't see her in here. Oh, there she is. Am I causing chaos? Yes. God damn it. We aim high here. Franklin's on it. If it works, it isn't stupid. I mean, this is the thing. I agree. You nasty bitch. I even have my little fan going here. Did you shit behind my desk so that it blew it into my... It's like baby shit. Bro, that's so gross. That is so gross. You nasty... You know what? The D-Rex is coming to get you. You beat the D-Rex. Good job, bud. Good job. He really wanted a piece of it. That was nasty. It's still here. How is... Did you shit somewhere that I didn't see? Like, did you shit under... Dude, it's so bad. This whole room smells like dog shit. You're so gross. So nasty. Oh, man. After they retire the A-10 U.S. Air Force... Oh, yeah, no, we read that one. Dog was like, I shit now. It's still happening. Did it... Like, I feel like it's coming from my fan. It's so gross, dude. Oh, everyone loves the chair. I just gave you 12 more than I wanted. You losing POS. I was 16 seconds before you could join the military. Now I'm fucking... What? What is going on? What is happening? JJF01. What are you upset about something? Oh, he might be mad at me about something. I don't know. And Wolfram's on it. I made the calculations. B-52 can carry 70,000 pounds. It's enough to carry 2 GAU-8s and 5,000 spare, with a 5,000 spare weight and 41,000 rounds of ammo. You math that? But then you got to look at like targeting systems. I mean, raw hardware, but the recoil on that, man. Ugh. The door is open. It's wide open. I feel like my whole hallway smells like Knox ass. Did homeboy... I'm just very confused. He called me a piece of shit, but he paid to call me a piece of shit? I mean, that's dedication. I can't even be mad at that. Not going to hate the player. Not. Have I reached out to Mover? Yes. Weapons, you missed that part of the conversations. Yes. I'm on their show on Monday, as it sits right now. How am I feeling? I'm good. I'm tired. My body's a little sore. Getting, the gym routine's been pretty good to me. This week, I was only able to go to the gym like 3 days. I'll probably go tomorrow morning because truck broke down, business meetings here, there, handling all sorts of shit, man. Just busy, busy, busy. You should know 16 Sierra. Oh, yeah. Sorry, it was 14 Sierra. My bad. Sorry, I didn't know, like, the lowercase s fucked me up. So I'm used to seeing with a large S. 16 Sierra. Yes, we switched to 14 series in like the mid 90s. It was before my time. Let me guess, Ford? No. It's a Dodge. It's a Ram. I love my Ram. But you know what? It's paid off. I'm happy about that. Anyway, Get Rich talk about his poop suit vid done 7 years ago. He has more pull than before. Poop suit vid. Do me a favor, Civil War. Go to my Discord, send a link to that vid to my mods, and they'll get it to me. Because I'm not familiar with which video. And if it's an old one and it makes Rich uncomfortable, I love it. I love it. It's cool the first 12 times they fly over, but when they keep waking the kids up and pissing off the dogs, you get tired real damn quick. That's fair. I mean, but the base has been there longer than the houses. Race me to 180 pounds? No, I'm not trying to get skinny. I'm trying to get big. Like, not fat big, but like trying to lift more. I'm finally back up to doing 225 on bench for reps. I haven't tried to max out on bench. I'm back up to squatting. I squatted 315 last week. I needed to do that today. I didn't have time. Maybe I'll do legs tomorrow. But I did 315 5 times, so Ethan thinks he can make Rich uncomfortable. That's cute. I can try. I can hope and pray. Don't think they would have enough power without APUs with that many engines. I don't know enough about it to infer. Squatting 315 is not bad. I used to do 375 before my tennis elbow kicked in. But that was squat. That's squat. Deadlift, I mean, 405 is pretty common. I can do 405. Bench, I'm up to 225 for reps. I'd like to get to 275 and then eventually 315. I want to do 315. That's my goal on bench. If I do 315, I'm happy. 3 plates. It's not bad. Sydney Airport has a curfew. What were you saying about stupid people complaining? If you find an excuse to visit Australia, Fighter World has planes as the same airfield as the F-35s. I would love to go international with Habitually Fat and do like history stuff all over the place. I would love that. Nick doesn't want to leave the country, but Eli said he's willing to, so we may just take Eli or somebody else. No, you need 4,000 PSI of hydraulics on 1-inch lines to run the GAU 8. Wait. Today I learned that the GAU 8 is hydraulically driven. I could have swore it was electric. Learned that today. JJFO1, thank you so much. Take Cappy. Ooh, Cappy would be a good one. Being an agent of chaos gets me a gift from Egypt. Got me a gift from Egypt. My engineer went there to visit family and brought me some papyrus art. If it's from the Book of the Dead, don't read it, Valine. 4,000 PSI. I mean, it's not unheard of. So the, in the Abrams, we have about 2 miles of hydraulic line inside there. And the hydraulic line, they tell you be very, very careful because there's so much pressure in it because, I mean, the gun weighs several tons and, you got to move the turret, which is like over half the weight of the tank. That if you puncture one of those lines, like if it pops a leak, the pinhole leak, if you're close enough to it, it'll break skin because there's so much pressure behind it. That's nuts. Like so it wouldn't be unheard of. It has double hydraulic drive motor. See, learn something new every day. I get to be learned. And the B-52 has in harm's way. It does. When the F4 Phantom shot him in the ass and Knox went down the hallway, I hope he didn't crop dust me. If I get a whiff of it again, I'm shaving you. Good evening, good Friday, Mr. Long Basketballs. They're not that big. They're just dangly. What is my favorite post from Japanese Twitter? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Because at first it was like everyone coming together, and now I see Japanese people on there just like posting like rage bait and trying to get Americans to comment on things. You know what? I will say that the best post that I've seen from Japanese Twitter, like that them and Americans kind of like came together on, is nuisance content creators. They can't stand them, and I can't either. When I say nuisance content creators, I'm talking about Tommy Somali or whatever his name is, the one who's now in jail time, and like those people who go out in public and just cause trouble. Right. And it's not like it has to do with their race or anything like that. It's just like they're annoying as shit. They think they're the only person in the world. Like they stand in people's way. They do dancing montages and shit like that, like in the way of people. It's just like, dude, go on your merry way. And I think that when the Japanese, they made a post, it was like, how do you Americans deal with this? And it's like, well, here we can punch people in the face. And what Knox came in just to attack Fritz. Or Fritz came in just to attack Knox. Yeah, you little skinwalker. Why are you yelling? No, stop. Why are you yelling at me? Don't yell at me. Oh my God. Do I have any VTubers I watch? No. Apparently VTubers like reacting to my videos, and I haven't seen too many reactions. I probably should go down that rabbit hole a little bit more. I just filled that up. Fritz, stop. Here, take that. Can you catch? Nope, can't catch. Okay. No, I'll just grab something after this. Okay.
We still have microwavable.
Okay. Love you.
Leave him, love you.
Are you a ticket? Because you have fine written all over you.
Does that work?
I don't know.
Okay.
Are you a library book? Because I'm checking you out.
Okay.
Are you a cigarette? Because I want to get you lit and put your butt in my mouth.
You gross.
Okay, too far on that one. All right, that's fair.
That one hurts. All right.
See ya. Look, guys, this is the thing. Other people get married, just for the strict reason of like this, this is the person I want to be with. I got married partially because of that. Like she's definitely my person. I genuinely believe out of 8 billion people on this planet, that's my person. And, but I also really looked forward to having somebody that I could consistently harass on a daily basis. And that's important to me. Mrs. HLC, Mr. H, she really is better than me in every way. Rumor, MQ-25 Stingray turned into Robo AWACS. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that. Wouldn't put it past Uncle Sam. So right now, from what I gather, and I'm reading between the lines, right? I'm looking at tactical relevance. Right now, the U.S. government is finding ways to get more forward deployed combat capability, like in a real war. They want to be able to forward deploy more combat capability while having less risk to personnel and systems. So drones are kind of the way forward in a lot of these aspects. You're always going to have like your guys hunting down radars and air defense systems doing seed operations, but it seems like we're trying to find a furthest way to reach in. Now we've already proven, and I just mentioned that in my video today, that like I had to read between the lines to figure out why they would be canceling the AGM-88 HARM ER, the enhanced range version. And that's because they had to make a choice. Do you want a longer range anti-radiation missile, or do you want to focus on this advanced stealth fighter that each branch is potentially developing? And to them, they just put their eggs in that basket. Not all of them, because the AGM-88 HARM is a great missile. It's a phenomenal missile. It's very, very good at what it does. I just found out that the British had one years ago that I had never heard of. Their anti-radiation missile was a loitering one, that it would go up to like 30,000 feet, deploy a parachute, and just slowly come down until the enemy kicked their radar on. And I have no idea why they discontinued that. That sounds like a really cool capability for a loitering munition. Maybe they just locked onto the geolocation of the radar before it turned off. I don't know. But it seems like that's the the gay. Wow. The game plan going forward is to try and find it to get into the deep fight with less risk to personnel and systems. But I think that's warfare in general. It's just like the difference between like a knife and a bow and arrow. It's like I want to stab that guy, but he's way over there. It's dangerous if I go over there, but it's less dangerous if I just thwung and just fire it at him. The alarm. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't remember the name of the missile. Now, China, and one of the things that we did get told about years ago is that China has a loitering anti-radiation missile that if you shut down your system, it'll just stay in the area and, you know, for an extended amount of time. And shutting off your radar is really, really dangerous because it makes you blind. So the U.S. counters these things with I mean, there are a couple of passive measures and other things we do have the ability to do. But we just shoot down their anti-radiation missile. It's not fully effective, but it is a way to do it. Standoff versus stand-in. There you go. Sorry, words are hard. I don't know all of them. I'm married, but I haven't found my person yet. It's okay. You know what? I will tell you to all the young people in here, marry the first one you meet. Now, you might think that's bad advice, older gentlemen. Stay with me here. Marry the first one you meet, the first one that's willing to marry you, because you will learn so much about what you're never willing to deal with again. Everyone deserves a trial marriage. Don't read the terms and conditions. Just jump into that bad boy head first. Experience the awfulness of it. And then you have a laundry list of things you're not willing to compromise on ever again. It's great. I had a huge list of red flags that my wife circumvented every single one of them. And I never told her what they were. I wasn't like, I can't do this. This is a red flag for me. She just managed to circumvent all of them. It's great. People, don't do that. Tell us about your trial marriage. It was a lot like the movie Forrest Gump. I was retarded. She was a whore. But yeah. Fritz wanted to come hang out with the dad. You got your seatbelt on? What about no seatbelt? Okay, I'll put it back on. But what if it fell off? Okay. Wait, isn't that called dating? Yeah, that's fair. Hell no, never marry without prenup. Well, it depends on how much assets you have. HLC helping women get 50%. I put on chapstick, dude. Do you mind? Still married 35 years, one and only. You know, I wish you the best on that. I really do. You have, I tell you what, Robert Jones, do you have any tips for young people who maybe want to be getting married? I can literally count on one hand the amount of times that I have yelled at my wife. 0. My voice has been raised a little bit, but I've never actually yelled and cursed her out. Won't do it. That was one of my red flags. If I have to yell so that you understand my viewpoint, you are not mature enough for me to be in a relationship with, period. I do. Don't. That's fair. It's a little bitty buddy named Fritz. Oh. The P-8's predecessor, the P-3, also descended from an airliner. The P-3 came from the Lockheed Electra. I think I saw a P-3 when I was on the Yorktown. Last week. It was after Cody's wedding. Everyone's like, we're getting out of here, we gotta go. And I'm like, I'm staying an extra day. I want to see some stuff. So we went to the aquarium. I went to the Yorktown. The Laffy was closed. I got to see an F4U Corsair in person for the first time. I was bricked. There's no doubt in my mind. Still married after 39 years. Why? It's cheaper to keep her. At that point, it really is. So when am I nutscaping? What? I mean, I don't know. Ember Paradox loves reacting to your videos. I think I might have seen some of theirs. I'm not sure. I got to double check. Because I watched one of them. I don't, me personally, and this is just my own thing. I love that you guys love my characters. But when I consume content, I like seeing the person kind of behind it. Because that to me is a more personal connection. And I love that you guys love my characters. And honestly, if it didn't work, I wouldn't be doing it anymore. And it's something I get to do to make you all smile and laugh. Knox deploy round 2. No. One of my more recent videos, you mentioned a plane called the FAXX. Could you tell us more about it and you have any information on it? Because I've never heard of it till that video. So there's 2 programs right now. first they were called NGAD, Next Generation Air Dominance, and then so the Air Force and the Navy have their own individual kind of proprietary planes that they use. I mean, there are some crossover, but not really that much. Like the Air Force exclusively operates the A-10. Could you maybe put one on a carrier? Maybe, with some heavy modifications. Not really designed for it. Same thing with the F-15, the F-16. The Navy doesn't operate those. The Navy operates F-35s. I don't know about A's, but I know B's and C's they do operate. And then the F-18 Hornet, Super Hornet, and then all those other things like that. And Wolfram's right. That's the short answer. No one has more info. So the Air Force program is the F-47, which I had heard like they had selected Boeing and then maybe not. I don't know, because Boeing, Lockheed, and Northrop all went for it. And if you know anything about like government contracts, I'm going to just call it as I see it. Boeing makes really good planes, just planes in general, okay? Lockheed makes really good missiles, and their stealth technology is really, really good. Northrop makes phenomenal bombers. I don't know why I did the Italian thing there. They make really good bombers. Northrop makes really, really good bombers. So, Navy uses B's and C's. There you go. I was curious about, are we actually low? Are we talking about missiles? We're lower than we were. Would we be at a strategic disadvantage had West Taiwan made a move on Taiwan? No. However, we would have less missiles to throw at the problem. So it's like, are we low enough to have a tactical significance or a strategic impact? Maybe. Like you're guessing what the enemy has. If they have more than what you guessed, then the risk is significantly higher. But if they have less, then you're in a good position. Like it's really hard to get that. The X-37B, like, hold my beer. Look out, there's a gremlin on your lap. Yeah, this is a Fritz. He's on the Fritz. He's just a good boy. He's got these little chocolate chip eyeballs that we all love. His little chocolate chips when he's looking at you. And then he has an underbite. He has like a little, come on, you got to show them your pooty woot underbite. Grr. Oh, they can't really see it. Okay. But yeah, the Navy program is called the FAXX because it hasn't been given a number designation yet. So it's just experimental. The program is still out there. We don't even know. So like people, they'd like to post that picture that was posted a while ago of the F-47 and it has canards. The Department of War has straight up come out and said that's not what it looks like. That is not even close. I have no idea what it looks like, but we don't know what either of the programs look like. And if I know anything about the U.S. government, they probably already have a selected program of record. They probably already have certain tests going on. I don't know if there's flight tests yet, but they probably have like ground tests, engine tests, electronics tests, load tests, things like that. Maybe super frame tests. But they're just not telling us yet. Remember, people only found out like the F-117 existed because one got shot down. Like no one really knew it was a thing. And it was already like 10 years old when that had happened. We didn't know that the stealth Black Hawk existed until one crashed in Islamabad. Remember the time Donut played finds of Korean soldiers that bonked Johnny Somali? Oh yeah, he paid the fines. Yes. I thought that was one of the biggest power moves Cody could have ever done. Cody is just like, he's just a really good dude. Like, I know his videos are a little, like, intense, but honestly, Cody is one of the nicest people you will ever meet. Like, he's not very, like, when you meet Rich is Rich. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's intense. He's in your face. Like, that's Rich. Cody is a lot more reserved. And Cody, honestly, I got really close with Cody on the Unsub Live tour. Because everyone has their rituals before like the show goes live. Because we're all nervous. Like, I mean, the nerves they go down as you go on throughout like the tour, but we're all nervous. Eli listens to like motivational stuff and he like goes and hides in a corner or sometimes takes a nap. Nick listens to like history stuff and paces back and forth. That's his ritual. Rich talks to everyone and he picks a word and it becomes this crutch word. I'm jazzed. I'm pumped. I'm ready. That's Rich. That's what he is. Me, I just sit quietly, act like nothing is wrong, kind of compose myself, go through things in my head, and I just sit by myself. And Cody did the same thing. And Cody would just like find out where I was and we just kind of chill and we wouldn't really talk much and we just hang out. Cody's just a really good dude. He's a really, really good person. The first U.S. droid ground battalion will be legendary. By the way, have you heard of Warno? It's a Cold War combined arms RTS. I feel like it'd tickle your tism. Warno. I mean, Warno is an Army, acronym for warning order, but I haven't heard of Warno. Ghost Bat has interchangeable nose for different sensors. Ghost Shark is a loitering submersible sea container of fun. I have not heard of the Ghost Shark. Now I kind of want to look into that. If Buff was forced to take leave, where would he go? Tehran or Beijing? And make it the hottest place on Earth. I know there's a joke in here. Hold on.
Yeah, you guys think that I want to be murdering people? That's my job. I don't want to do that on my vacation. Although there would be some funny ones. I'd like to drop a nuke on Antarctica. Just to see if there's a real inconvenient truth underneath it.
Only person I wanted to marry gave me major trauma. Ooh, sorry to hear about that, Aaron. Everything is a learning experience. That's what I want everyone to remember. So the best piece of advice, if you guys have never heard me say this before, I've said this before. The best piece of advice I ever got was from Staff Sergeant Casey Grakowiak, and he was killed in action Monday, August 30th, 2010 in Malajad, Afghanistan. He was one of our squad leaders. He was a great guy. Really, really good dude. He kind of taught me that it's not the obstacles in your way, it's how you overcome them that define who you are. So after that, I looked at everything in my life as an obstacle. No matter what happens, I just have to figure it out. There's always a solution. I just have to find the solution. Sometimes it's not a pleasant one. Sometimes it's not something I want to do, but there's a solution out there. And that's what I tell people. On the Fritz comment, oh no, I know. Fritz is a good boy. I like him. He's a nice boy. He really is just so nice. Diane Baker said, hi, Fritz. Hold on. Hello. Oh no, I did that thing again, and I was way behind. My call sign was Scorch in the RCAF. That's Gangster Captain Wreck, by the way. You'll have to get in touch with the story for Kinda Consensual, but it's worth it. Here's for some bevies and all my best. If the Fritz plushie isn't pleather, I'll riot. Do you need a plushie? Do you want a plushie? He might need one. Has Fritz been tanning out here? Yeah. He has these little white marks right here. That is because somebody likes to stick their head in our rose bushes. So he gets hooked. You're not getting any more. We are done with the snacks right now. I don't care what Nick says. The Corsair is beautiful. She's so good. Hellcat goes hard, but the Corsair served through Korea for a reason. If you're ever in Wisconsin, check out the EAA full replica of Bong's P-38. I love the Corsair, man. It's a beautiful plane. It's just gorgeous. And I love a good underdog story. I think everyone loves a good underdog story. And fighting in Korea against jet MiGs and holding your own in a fucking prop plane. Just nothing but major stones and pure skill. I love it. I adore it. Granted, America was kind of slow to learn and, get on our own, but I love it. Have I heard of the cursed evil Harrier named Christine? No, I've heard of the car named Christine that is supposedly cursed. Wasn't that a movie? Was that a movie? You should do more South Korea, Japan spin-off skits. What's funny is I made that statement. I was like, I don't know if everyone's going to understand when I say that Asia's racist. And like all the vets who had been to Asia, they're like, yep, it's like that. It's absolutely like that. 100%. Korea is the first place I ever went to that like I walked up and I went to go into like a restaurant and as soon as they saw me, they're like, no white, go. And they're like straight up told me like wrong color, leave. Okay. That's wild. Corsair and Spitfire, the sexiest, most badass aircraft of World War II. I'll fight on that. I'm down. You ain't got to tell nobody. Spitfire is it's an iconic name. It's an iconic aircraft. I will say the most underrated aircraft of World War II, in my opinion, is the Hawker Hurricane. Made in much larger numbers than the Spitfire. It wasn't as capable as the Spitfire because it was cheaper materials, cheaper everything. But it's an underappreciated, beautiful aircraft. It really is. Your walking scrotum has a mullet. He does. Business in the front, treats in the back. Thoughts on defense of Michigan National Guard on territory. Defense for Michigan National Guard on territory. I don't know what you're asking. I'm not familiar. Is Michigan losing territory? What is going on there? I'm sorry, William Walker. I'm trying to follow that one. I just don't know. What I say is if it's yours, protect it. That's how I work. Discord sent memes. Civil War, got you. Happy for Cody and Brandon. Oops, Cody and... Dude. So we were at the wedding. Brandon was talking to me. I know I'm over time. Whatever. Brandon was talking to me. We were just shooting the shit. And he's like, you know what's crazy? Is we got over here to the reception. And this lady comes up to me, one of the coordinators for the wedding, and goes, okay, so they're going to come in at this time. We're going to have you over here and blah, blah, blah. And like talking to Brandon for like a solid 5 minutes. And Brandon's like, it just became apparent to me that you think I'm the groom. I can't make that up. That was a real story Brandon told me. I was like, there's no way, dude. They do look so alike. It's funny. It's hilarious. Taco Trump always chickens out. I don't know. This is the thing. It depends. It really depends. And I'm not like talking shit, right? I don't think that any politician, conservative or liberal, is unfallible. I think that if most Americans came together and talked to each other with reasoning and logic, there'd be a lot less hate in the world, and we would all realize that we're kind of getting screwed by the side that we support. I do lean more conservative. I acknowledge that is a bit of my bias. I lean more conservatively. I get that. But I will say, I try and look at the results over the method. Now, NATO is arming like nobody's business, which is something we've been asking them to do for 2 decades, if not more. Poland got the message a while ago. They've been on it. Well, same thing with Estonia. And the result is a stronger alliance. I don't agree with the method, but I do agree with the resolution. Now, they're doing it out of spite, which may hurt our ties with them, whatever. But at least we're getting the results we want. I don't know. Like it's really hard. Reasoning and logic and politics. I know. I even pinged my mods like, hey, should we have a political chat and like just tell people to be respectful? And then they're like, you realize people are incapable of doing that. I'm like, fuck. I have to like leave politics at the door when we do this stuff because just so many people can't be adults. If you get a chance, I recommend the Army Transportation Museum at Fort Eustis. I did not know there was a transportation museum there. Got to see the eve of destruction. This only remaining Vietnam gun truck left. Wait. I'm not being a smartass, but I need to go back and watch that Habitually Fat episode because I swear there's a deuce and a half with an M45 quad mount that says Eve of Destruction on it there. So I want to know who has the real one. Zach is a fairly chilled guy. I met him at the Phoenix live shows. Dude, I love Zach. I cherish Zach. He is incapable of mixing words about anyone. He is the most straight shooter people you will ever meet. He is just like, I'll hit up Zach and be like, yeah, I was talking with so-and-so. And he's like, don't talk to them. They're a piece of shit. And I'm going to tell you all the reasons why. And then like a month later, the person will be outed as a piece of shit. And I'm like, dude, he never misses. He never misses. He's so good at figuring people out, dude, which also has me concerned because I have this really bad imposter syndrome and I just assume that I'm fucking everything up. Dude, who? Oh my God. Oh, dude. Which one of you? Is it because I'm over time? Dude, it burns my eyes. My eyes are burning. You fucking dogs, dude. Oh my God. Dude, it's... You see that face? Yeah, you. Good God, that was bad. Dude, that was bad. If Einstein was a small doggo, he is pretty smart. Corsair and Spitfire. Oh, yeah, we read that one. Making decisions became very easy when I left the Navy as an AME. I had lives depending on me to keep that plane pressurized. Now it's reviewing data to determine if a substrate can be made. Pretty easy decision making now. That's the thing. I will say, maybe not at the lower levels in the military, but as you climb, you make more substantial decisions with less information. Like, you just have to make a decision. When I filled in as a first sergeant for 17 days, the worst 17 days of my fucking life, mind you, I never wanted to be a first sergeant. And, I was like, just trying to like, it was like trying to patch up a boat that was leaking, but you had no idea where the leaks are coming from. And you're just scrambling. And my replacement showed up and I was like, dude, this is a dumpster fire. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally a brand new sergeant first class. I'd like, fucking bro, help. And he took over and he just started making shit happen. And I was like, what did you do different that I didn't know? And he's like, you just have to start making decisions. You don't have all the information, but we're going to do this. We're going to do that. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. Like, he goes, you just have to start delegating and making decisions. So once you do that in the military long enough, you get out. He clearly didn't do it. Look at that face. Yeah, right. Jesse Branson, thank you so much. Oh. Now my throat is dry. All right, I got to get to the bottom of these ones that we're going to probably cut the stream. Random question, but since you're the aircraft nerd, thoughts on the Su-47 Bearcat? I think it's cool. The reverse wing design is kind of interesting. I always love those one-off planes. There is an exception. What's the one? It's like the XF-34 or something. Well, it has the big like opening for the intake on it. That thing, that's made straight out of hell. It shouldn't be around anymore. But I think it's a cool concept. I'm not the aircraft nerd. I'm the missile guy, but I like it where you're at. You need to go to Maryland and see where the B-26 was built. That airfield house still active unit that can trace their roots back to the Revolution. I don't even know where Maryland is. Is Maryland a state? Or is it a city? No, it's a state. X-32, thank you. I'm also not a geography nerd. On a scale of mop gear, how bad is it this time? Bro, that one, I might as well have just taken a dog turd and gone like, it was intense. It wasn't like a slow, like the first time it was kind of slow to come in. That one just punched. It hit. My grandpa Dave flew canes in the Battle of Britain. He only talked about his time in the war. He only talked to me about his time in the war. Sorry. He used to toss live 308 rounds in the Barrack cast iron ovens during cane and spit training. Good God, man. This is the thing, guys. If you have an old vet that you're related to that was in Vietnam, World War II, something like that, record their stories. There are organizations out there that literally will sit down with an old vet and just record their stories. So that way they're preserved forever. And I think that is one of the most amazing things because history is so incredibly important. I can't remember the guy who said it, but one of my favorite quotes, and it's right on the front of the Air Defense Artillery Training Support Facility, is history is a vast early warning system. You can learn so much about what is going on in the world just because of how history. Time to use those air defense skills for fart defense. Bro, I was just waving around. I went Winchester on waves. Oh, yeah, I can say that. That's not a bad one. All right, guys. All right, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for being here. If you would like to support the channel, you can go to habituallinecrosser.com, get yourself some merch, maybe some beer. Keep your eye out for those, Franklin plushies. Oh my God. Keep your eye out for those things. When I announce them in a video, they will be live to sell, and I'm going to be totally transparent with you. The first people who are going to see that video are over on Pepperbox. So, but the cheapest way to support the channel is just watch my videos. That's all I'll ever ask you guys. Thank you all so much for coming. I will see you guys next Friday. Laters.